Hello, guys, and welcome to my presentation. I will be taking you through E.Farm, which was our project. It's an agricultural project that basically aims to support small-scale farmers who have limited access to timely and accurate information. Also, the system will be addressing the insufficiency of crop data and basically farm management. It will also be solving the issue of anticipated weather patterns. Yeah, and basically that is it, and I'll just dive into it. So to start off, this is our user interface. Sorry, this is our homepage, and this is the user interface. Yeah, you can see it has a really nice, good, and feel to it. Yeah, basically that is it, and we added this really cool feature that allows you to that shuffles the pictures of different farmers and what they're doing. Yeah, basically that. We also have the form where interested parties can consult and maybe write a message to us. Yeah, so basically that is it for the homepage. We'll get to the enterprise page, which basically has the shuffle of the different farmers. Yeah, in the about us, which basically tells you about what the system does and what the to do E.Farm basically does. Yeah, yeah, and let's get into it. This was the main part of the project. I'd already signed in, so yeah, this is my username. Once if you're signing in for the first time, you'll have to provide a username and a password, or you'll have to create one. Yeah, basically that, and yeah, you'll land here. This is the dashboard where you can see the farm records, the calendar, the analytics, the financial tracking, and the AI assistant, which are all basically here. And we'll get to look at each and every one of them. Yeah, we'll start with the farm records. This is basically allowing farmers to track their tasks, their farm tasks, the things that they want to actually achieve and do. Yeah, and basically help synchronize things, the farm. Yeah, these are the tabs that we have for our case. We have the crop management tab, we have the field operations tab, we have the livestock, we have the equipment, the financial, and the weather logs. Each of them stores specific data depending on what you want. For example, for the crop management, it basically shows you which crop is being planted and the quantity, the cost, the rough budget that will be given, the type, basically the type of the task that you're doing, and the notes. This is if you want to add like more information or description to it. Yeah, you also have the field operation. It has almost the same type of inputs, but it calculates differently. I'll get to show you. We also have the livestock part and the equipment part, the financial part, the weather logs. So for our example, I will be creating a new task of crop management, or yeah, we can no. Let's go with livestock because I feel like crop management is very self-explanatory. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's say you want to vaccinate your goats. Yeah, just input that. You input the date when you want to actually do it. Let's put it on the 15th, which is like a week from now. No, let's put it on the 13th because I want to uh, demonstrate something specifically. So yeah, you can choose the location. The location, these ones are predefined, but they can change depending on what the user has. Basically, the location and the size of their farm. They can input their locations here or their fields. Like let's say they have a field that is divided into several portions. Basically, the north, west, south, east, and west. Yeah, for this case, let's just choose like the west, and livestock. Let's say there's feeding, there's vaccination, there's breeding, there's health check, there's milking. Basically, there's a lot of entries that you can choose from here, depending on what exactly you want the record to indicate. So in this case, it's vaccination, and you will see the status. You can either choose if it's completed or active or actually pending. In this case, let's just choose pending. You can choose the number of cows or goats in this case. For us, let's choose like 10 cows. Yes. And you can see like each, there are unit prices that we have already set, but this can be changed depending on, again, what the farmer needs or what they actually charged. So yeah, it calculates for you and gives you like a rough budget of what to expect. In this case, it's 1500 because we are assuming that the vaccine costs like 150 shillings, and we're taking 10 doses, which is for 10 animals, which which the total amounts to 1500. You can add just a simple lot to make sure that anyone who comes and checks it out, they can fully understand what's going on. In this case, you can just say this is to be done to all the goods. Yeah, basically that. Then you press on save record, and you get to see your record over here. Good. And it's pending, its status is pending, its type is vaccination, number of animals. You can see the total cost in the note. I had created another other ones just for specifically this demonstration. Yeah, basically that's it. You can do that for literally any of the tabs that are visible over here. You can do that for crop fields. You can do, and the setters, you remember, you can like choose exactly the setters that the task is at that moment. You can also have weather logs. Yeah, basically that's it. It's just for keeping records of the tasks that the farmers need to achieve. You can do this for like monthly tasks or weekly or daily, just basically anything. Also, another really cool feature is the filter. You can basically choose, um, you can predefine your filters. Let's say you want for this week, yes, and the field is let's say north, and the status is say active, yes. So in this case, we do not have anything on the weather logs. But if we sift through the next, we will probably find one. Yes, the active maize planting. This is still active, meaning it's still continuing at the moment. Yeah, and you can basically choose any field. You can just choose any what are they called, um, variables, for lack of a better word. Yeah, just to get and see if everything works. You can choose from the east field, from the west field, from the north fields. Yeah, basically you can choose from anything, and you can choose the also this you can change the status to maybe completed once we do not have any completed in the crop field, but you can sift through the different tabs and maybe confirm if we have anything on completed. We do not have any the north fields, but in all fields I'm sure we have one. I'd already defined it, which is the rainfall. Yeah, the finances. Basically, there's a lot you can really do with this. It's a really wholesome feature that helps you just keep track of everything. Yeah, basically that. And then let's move to the next part, which is the crop calendar. Yeah. This helps you again with the tasks, but this is way cooler because it has access to like a calendar, and it shows you exactly when something is needed. For instance, you can see an eighth, we're supposed to have it harvest beans. You can also see them here, but sometimes it might get too, the task might be too many. You may not be able to like display all of them over here. So what you can do is just come and hit switch to agendas, where you can list like all the agendas. For this case, you can also download the CSV files and maybe have them in an Excel. Yeah, basically that. We will add one task just to prove that it works. Let's say uh, harvest oranges. Sorry. You can choose the date when you want to harvest them. Let's say the 15th, let's say the 20th. Then time, let's say we'll start at 8:00 a.m. We have this really cool features too that allows you just have to press A or P and it will autofill for you whether it's AM or PM. So yeah, there's that. Then you pick the type of tasks that's there. In this case it's harvesting. Then the priority is, let's say, low. We're not in such a hurry of harvesting them. You can also choose the field depending on the other field that you have there. Also, you can just predefine your one for your own. It's not like a drop down list where you have to choose one. You can like choose any location too, because it might not be in your farm. So in this case, let's say Nairobi. The crop is orange. Yeah, and you can add a simple note or basically a description of what to expect. This is to be done in the morning. And click add task. You'll get a nice confirmation over here, and it will appear over here, harvest oranges. And again, you can switch to calendar and basically check it out. Here it is. So yeah, that's the beauty of it. um yeah, that's the beauty of basically the calendar part, the crop calendar part. I feel like it's a really awesome feature. You can also load whether, oh, it's not yet connected, but it will be on soon. So yeah, let's move to the next one. That's the calendar. Now we are in Jane, which is our AI. We have connected it to Maestro, which is an AI, basically an LLM, and it's really cool. It can do a lot. You can say like, let's just pick one of these. Yeah, check weather for planting. Just hit on enter and you'll get, oh sorry, it's our our system is still based on Eldoret, so bear with us. So basically, yeah, that you can also do a photo. Let me see if we can do one real quick, though this might take a while. You can do like image analysis. Let's say like a plant has um, a disease or maybe pests, something like that. It's really easy to diagnose it using this AI, which is Jane. Yeah, again, it's connected to Maestro, so I'm guessing it gets a very large set of data sets to work with. Yeah, and it's really awesome, basically. So this might take a while. Let's just give it time. So yeah, it has done the analysis and it's going to diagnose the image that we have. The image that we have is actually of a maize plant that's a bit dry and has a bit of pests with it. Yeah, and it's basically ready to be harvested. So it's going to give its recommendation of exactly what things should happen to that plant, which can help the farmer diagnose the plant without actually calling an expert to come and check it out. So yeah, I feel like that's a really cool feature. Let it finish, then we can do the crop sustainability checker. Just So I guess it is done. Yes. So yeah, that's basically the OpenAI that we incorporated into our system. I think it's really awesome, especially for diagnosing like plants and the image recognition ability of it. So yeah, we also made a simple crop sustainability checker that allows for experts who come to your farm and maybe test your soil fertility and the rain and the temperature that is around, and then the AI, the model that we made, is going to predict whether it's okay to plant or not. Let me just get into the demonstration. For this, you can see like these are basically optimum conditions for crop growth. So you can just click on check, and yeah, you get the condition looks good for planting. But if we tweak, let's say the rainfall to be 10 millimeters, which is very little, and let's say the temperature to be like 2 degrees, or let's just say 10 degrees Celsius, and the soil fertility to be a 2, or let's say a 5. We have a scale of between 5 and 30 for the soil fertility, and these are experts who basically diagnose the soil. Yeah, and once we hit on check sustainability, oh wait, this, oh my, that was working just few minutes ago. I have no idea what has happened. Sorry, we're not doing the image recognition anymore. So are you serious? That may be an issue which we will need to get to. It was just working the other minute. I'm so sorry. Yep, it works. I'm so sorry for that. And let's say the rainfall is like 65 millimeters. Yes, okay, let's just use something different. Let's say 50. Then the temperature is like 2 degrees, and the soil fertility, let's say like 10. Yeah, it tells you the condition may not be suitable, but if we switch everything back to how it was, which are basically the optimum conditions, yeah, it works perfectly. Wow, I almost edited the video there. But yeah, that's basically our model, and it basically assists farmers with predicting whether it's okay to plant at the moment, depending on these variables over here, or it's not. So yeah, basically that is it. We move on to the analytics. For the analytics, it basically evaluates everything from task to finances, but mostly finances. Yeah, wait, before we do this, I would like us to go through the financial tracking. Here you can add transactions. Let's say you have you can choose between income and expenses. Let's say you have an expense of say labor, and the amount in Kenya shillings is like you're paying, let's say like 500 each, and then the date and time, let's say it's on 10th, and these workers are supposed to paid on time. Yeah, you can just add a simple um, transaction there, and you'll get this confirmation over here. Just press OK, and it will appear over here, the labor, and it shows like it's a minus, meaning it's an expense, and it does for you the calculations over here too. It basically does your expenses minus your income, and it gives you a net profit of what you have. So yeah, basically that is it. Now from here you go to the analytics, and here you can do like crop analysis. You can see the average health is 80%, which is okay, and the yield, yeah, we don't have any yield yet. For the tasks, uh, for the task it doesn't show yet, but it should probably look into that. And then we have the financial analytics. Now this is the income versus the expenses. You can see like if your income is more than your expense, it will clearly show it in a graph, which is I think a very good feature, especially for visualization. Yeah, and basically that is it. I do not think we have any other thing to show you. Yeah, basically that is it, and that's our system. We are really proud of it. We really put a lot of work to it, and yeah, let's just, yeah, basically that is it. Thank you for listening, and have a great day or night, I guess. Yeah.